from like the mind of an atheist, we are natural beings. We are products of nature. Yet, as people, we do our utmost to kind of disconnect ourselves from that. Destroy a area of forest to build a town. Pave over the trees and the bushes and the plants that are growing there, and put down concrete and tarmac. And I think that creates a little bit of a disconnect between us and the environment we evolved to grow up in, the environment we're evolved to respond well to. And then when you come to a place like this, you realize how peaceful it is. It's only really in places like this that my mind stops going and stop thinking about what's the next thing I need to do, what's the next project I need to complete, what's the next task I need to do, chore. I can just relax. You're not lonely in a forest because there's so many other living beings here. This tree is not, it's stationary, it doesn't move, it doesn't talk, but it's alive, it's with you, it's existing in the same space. I think that's probably the difference, is being around so many things that are alive and relaxed and stationary, and you kind of get a more realistic view of the world where not everything has to be so fast. There's an idea that man has a duality, this caring, loving, wonderful, beautiful side, and this horrific, murderous, aggressive side. And in religion, I think that's explained largely through sin, especially in kind of Western Abrahamic religions. It's sin is the cause of that, temptation is the cause of that. I think when you start to think about nature as a whole thing, you see that duality, that same duality in nature, the pain and the suffering alongside the beauty and the lovingness, the calmness. And that just tells me that we are products of our nature, and in order to live a meaningful and well life, we need to kind of reconnect with that aspect of ourselves. We need to reconnect with the part of us that yearns to be in this natural space. I've recently started to try and tend to plants, grow plants. And a big part of that is me thinking that, one, considering them living beings and wanting not just food or decoration, and two, just wanting to have a space in my world that isn't just rocks and sand and plastic. And I genuinely think this is a big part of being a person, a human, this isn't just atheists. I can look at this wood in wonder, look at this tree in wonder, and not feel like there needs to be any divinity behind it. And this is like contrary to the traditional kind of view of atheism, that of sin, that's just very science focused, very focused on what's true or what's real, or thinking about the cold callousness of explaining the world. This tree has a trunk, and in that trunk there are channels that water flows up, and it gives the tree nutrients, and that's how it grows. Those are the facts about the tree, but how the tree makes me feel, how the trees make us feel, how we connect to them, how we feel in their presence, when we're in a space like this. the calmness they can generate, the fresh air, none of that is captured. And that's the important part, I think. I don't need to know the biology of a tree to know that I feel good when I'm surrounded by them. So if you, as an atheist, want to improve your wellness, improve your well-being, you want to have a space where you can breathe, where you can think clearly, go to a natural space. It doesn't have to be a wood, it can be any natural space. Get out of the cities, or go to like a park in a city and, really focus on what's around you, not this hubbub, this rat race. And no, you absolutely do not need religion to appreciate this. It's just beautiful.